Jabo. Like I mentioned, and I keep on mentioning, that guiding is so wide and it requires one understanding of an environment and what entails and found in that environment. There are so many things that one come across when doing guiding, and one requires to know each and every one of the item, because you never know that you are guiding. Their interest may be which area and what. Therefore, in this case, one has to know quite a lot. With me here, I have the three-casque chameleon, and this is a chameleon that is typically or commonly found in the highlands. It has three horns. Those are the ones that I'm referring at the casque, and if you look keenly, you see the three horns, and see the three horns. And this kind of chameleon usually found in high altitude areas, and more generally they are reptiles, they are cold-blooded, and they lay eggs. And some, like I mentioned, some of the chameleons have a pouch in their body where they lay eggs. After they laying the eggs, their eggs are fertilized and they are incubated in the female's body or in the mother's body, and they come out when the time of incubation is over. They come out as young ones, and they are born from that pouch, whereby now they start the normal life. The chameleon change their color depending on a number of factors. Number one, the light intensity. Number two, whatever dictates the change of the color of the chameleons, other than the light intensity, is the stress. If the chameleon is stressed, it changes its color, mostly to dark color. If it's not stressed, it is normal. Chameleons also change their color depending on the environment, and this is meant to camouflage from any predators. The major predators for these highland chameleons are hornbills, especially the silvery-cheeked hornbill. The chameleons have capability of rolling their eyes and looking in different directions at the same time, looking up, looking forward, looking backward, looking sideways, and this gives them an edge to detect any predator that is within their environment, regardless of the direction from which they are coming from. The only disadvantage that chameleons have is the speed. They are very slow, and they move very, very slowly, and that is whatever disadvantage they have. But also, they blend very well with the environment. This one has just fallen from this acacia tree, and you can see the color it's acquiring is like of the acacia tree. This is meant to camouflage. Although it's down here, I've given it peace, and therefore it is moving at its own pace. If I disturb it a little, you will see the reaction. You will see how it will react by moving a bit faster and changing the color, because it becomes a bit stressed. Chameleons have long sticky tongue that is meant to catch their prey or their insect. For this kind of chameleons, it feeds on insects, especially flies, and therefore they have long tongue that is sticky, that is moved out of the mouth in a high speed and catches and laps the insect in the sticky glue, and then is swallowed. Look at what will happen when I touch it. It is going to change its color and move a little bit faster. Just have a look. Although what I'm doing is not supposed to be done, because as a profession, I'm supposed to give the animals the freedom and the peace so that they behave normally. You can see the color is now changing depending on the stress that I've given it, and also where it is stepping on. It is in a darker greener environment on the stone, and that is why it's turning or acquiring that kind of color. Let's go continue, and we will see and hear more about this kind of reptiles. Welcome.